We'll have a look at these. I'm still adding our learners. Just give me a moment. Excuse me. So welcome to all our learners, including our pro learners. We will, as usual, we'll keep it conversational. So one person reads the slide or answers the question, then the other person will ensure everyone gets an opportunity. So my request is when someone is asking a question or reading a sentence, please allow the person to complete. Take turns to answer so that everyone can participate. Okay. You don't have to ask my permission. You can just unmute and answer. Okay. To our other learners, non-pro learners with me on the live chat, on the live session, I request you all to kindly refrain from or avoid any personal chats or something that is not relevant to our subject. If you do that, what happens is genuine questions get overlooked because the chat automatically refreshes with learners constantly joining the session. So my humble request is please avoid personal chats and unnecessary chats. If you have any questions, please feel free to type your questions. I do go through the chats regularly, and if there's anything if there are any questions, I'll be happy to answer those. Okay. All right. So once again, welcome everyone. Our learners are still joining. Let's give them another minute. As I mentioned, our topic is on opinions and suggestions. Rai, or Adesh dena sikhen. Okay. Let's start. So one person from our pro learners, can someone start and answer the first one? And then we'll continue. Please take turns. Anyone?
Drink. You shouldn't drink and drive.
Okay. You should not drink and drive. What tense is this?
It's present simple.
Yes, very good.
Actually, it's a suggestion.
Absolutely. 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 Good answer. Thank you. Please allow me a minute. I'm still adding some of our learners. Welcome to the session. I can see some other pro learners have just joined. So we just started the topic on suggestions and opinions. As I mentioned, we'll try and keep it conversational. One person answers and then we continue. Please take turns. Please allow everyone a chance to participate, read the sentences and answer the questions. Okay. So yes, आपको शराब पीकर गाड़ी नहीं चलानी चाहिए, which is a fact. And there's a heavy penalty if you do that, penalty of life as well as monetary penalties. So the tense, you should not drink and drive, as you rightly mentioned, is the present tense. Yes. Okay. The other sentences, if you see, are grammatically correct. Drive, drove, driven. Okay. So that's incorrect. You would not drink. Again, incorrect. You should not drunk. Drunk is drink, drunk. Okay. So this is the grammatically correct sentence. Well done. Thank you. Next person. Please continue. We have a good number of pro learners with us. Let's allow everyone a chance to participate. Yes, anyone can answer. You just started.
You ought to vote for the party of your choice.
You ought to vote for the party of your choice. Can you tell me what is the meaning of ought to? It's a modal verb.
This is modal verb. This is basically used in replace of should. Well, this is for advice.
Yes, you ought to. So it's like you can also say you've got to do something or you have to do something. So it's a similar meaning, right? And it's a little more stronger than probably should, because should, again, may or may not, the person, you should. Will the person do it or not? It's not strong. We don't know, rather. So the conviction in ought to is a little stronger, right? So you ought to means you have to. There's no other option, right? So you ought to vote for the party of your choice. Good answer. Thank you.
Okay, so this ought to is in between should and have to, right?
You can say it's more towards have, because when you say you ought to, it's like you have to do something. Okay, you should is also a suggestion. It's not incorrect to say that you should vote for the party of your choice. It's not incorrect. I would consider it as a little milder than you ought to. Ought to is a little stronger, more conviction. Means there's no option.
Okay, thank you.
So, no what. So as I mentioned earlier as well, when we did modal verbs and other topics, modal verbs, you can have more than one modal verb applicable for one sentence. It just depends on how strong your conviction is. What exactly are you trying to convey? And whether there's a choice, whether there's an option, or whether there's no option, right? So it can be used. You can use multiple modal verbs for one sentence. It just depends on the context. Yes, a good answer. You ought to vote for the party of your choice. Of course, you will vote for the party of your choice, not someone else's choice. So let's continue. Move to the next one. Next person. Guys, I request you all to please be on mute. Thank you. Yes, next person, please. Anyone who's not had the opportunity, we've just started. Let's continue.
The rich should not laugh at the poor.
Should not laugh, right? Yeah. The rich should not laugh at the poor. Yes. Okay.
Sir, here I have one doubt, sir.
Sure.
At we'll use for place only, right?
So at is, yes, good question. It's a good question. So at is not necessarily used as a only for a place. It can also be you were looking at a building, right? For example, or I was laughing at him. Okay. So it not necessarily restricts itself to a place or a location. It also refers to expressing a particular state or condition. Okay. So, for example, let's say, what example can I give with that? Give me a moment. I'll type a sentence. Okay. Let's say she or he immediately put me at ease. Okay.
He was looking at the kids.
Pardon me?
He was looking at the kids.
He was looking at the kids, or he was looking. Yes, he was looking at the kids. That's fine. For example, he immediately put me at ease. Okay. So this is like a state or condition. Okay. So at is used for different reasons. You can also say at 20, I started working at 20. Okay. Or I joined this, or I started work at 20, for example. Okay. So it means 20 years old, basically. So it's not necessarily, it's basically, it denotes indicating a sign, okay, or it denotes towards something, okay. So that's the reason here, the rich should not laugh at whom? At the poor. Makes sense, okay. Yes, your first assessment is right. As a preposition, we largely use, I was at the theater, I was at the mall, etc. But it's not necessarily restricted to that. You can use for multiple things. Okay? At as a preposition is used for multiple things. Okay. I hope you got it.
Yeah, sir, you gave an example like he put me at ease. What is the meaning of ease?
He put me at ease means I felt comfortable. Basically,
Okay.
ease. Yeah.
Ease.
So
Yeah, got it, sir. मेरे को
ease.
लगा दूसरा meaning होता होगा इसका.
No, ease. Yeah. So he put me at ease. So you are not comfortable. You are a little, but the person calmed you and he calmed you down and put you at ease. Okay.
Yeah.
Made you feel comfortable, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue. I hope you got the answer. The person who asked me about at.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes.
Got
Sir.
it? Okay. Thank you. Let's continue. Suggestions, advice, instructions और भी कई प्रकार से दिए जा सकते हैं. इस लेसन में हम उन्हीं शब्दों पर को पढ़ेंगे basically. So we, as I mentioned earlier, the topic is about instructions, advice, suggestions. Okay. some of our pro learners have just joined on the live session. I'm sending, in case you all don't have the invite, I'm sending you all the invite. Please feel free to join me on Zoom. Okay. Let's continue. Next person, someone who's not answered, please continue. Yes. आपको धूम्रपान छोड़ देना चाहिए. You must quit it, quit, quiet, quits. What is the correct sentence here? Yes, anyone, guys, before the timer runs out?
You must quit smoking.
You must quit smoking. Okay.
Sir, here we can use should also.
That's
right,
fine.
sir? You
Yes, that's fine. That's fine. See, the difference between should and must is that should is an advice or a logical deduction, all right? Should is an advice. However, must is an obligation. That's a difference. Okay. You must quit smoking. Obligation, strong conviction. All right. So you must do something. You should do something. Probably the person, if you say you should quit smoking, that means that you are giving an advice. When you say you must quit smoking, you are telling the person to do that for his or her benefit, right? As an obligation. So that's the difference. Strong emotion.
And even we can use order like we can use you have to quit smoking.
You have to quit smoking. You ought to quit smoking again. So, but if strongest form of conviction is as an obligation is always used as must. That's the topmost. You must do something. Okay. Let's continue. Next one. One more. आपको देर तक नहीं रुकना चाहिए. Yes, guys. Someone who's not answered, please participate. Yes, please answer. You don't have to ask my permission.
You must not stay till late.
You must not stay till late, until late. Yeah, we generally use till in this case. Till
Yes,
is the same thing as until. Okay, so both are fine. Till is used largely by us because it's informal. Until is a little more formal. So both are fine. You must not stay till late. It's appropriate here. Okay. Good answer. Thank you. Let's continue. So needn't or need not. इसका अर्थ है कि यह आवश्यक नहीं है. यह must का विपरीत होता है. Yes. So you must go and you needn't go. Okay. Or you need not go. Okay. So these are the opposites. You must not go. That's basically, you can say it in another way is you need not go. Okay. दर्शाता है कि जाने की आवश्यकता नहीं है. You must go दर्शाता है कि जाने की आवश्यकता है. आवश्यक है basically. So one is a necessity to go, the other one is not. So both are opposites. Let's have a look at some.
sir.
Yes.
Previous slide, sir.
Let's complete this one, then you can answer.
Okay.
Then you can ask me a question. You can answer, that's fine. Yes, anyone? You can answer, that's fine. Please go ahead.
Yeah, sir, I got my answer. because of a wrong answer.
Oh, okay. No problem. Anyone else wants to try this?
You need not hurry. There is enough time.
Very good. You needn't hurry.
Yes,
There's enough
sir.
time. Yeah.
Why are we not using to hurry?
Your voice is breaking.
Why are we not? Why first answer is not correct, sir? To hurry.
Need not to hurry is making no sense, right? Hurry means what? What is the meaning of hurry?
Fast.
Move, right? Move. Or hurry up, right? So quicken it, basically. It's like hasten, right? Hasten. So it's already indicates movement, and there is no necessity to add the infinitive here. You need not to hurry. To hurry means what? So you can say I went, so I want to do something. But here, when you use to indicates movement, right? You want to do something, right? But here, hurry already indicates motion, right? It talks about movement. So there's no necessity to use the preposition or adverb to. Okay, not necessary. The moment you say you need not hurry, it's understood that you're talking about you don't have to move quickly or you don't have to hurry. Take your time. There is enough time.
Sir, so is this a thumb rule that we not put to before need?
Okay. So
yeah.
no, that there's no thumb rule as such. It depends on what is the next word. Here,
Okay.
the verb already indicates motion, right? It already indicates movement. Okay. Hurry is a verb which already indicates that you are moving or acting with great hassle. Basically, you are hasten, right?
So it's a depend on a action.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
thank you, sir.
It depends on the context of the sentence. What is the construction of the sentence? The moment you say you need not to hurry, what is it? It just does not sound right as well. You need not hurry, or please hurry up. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now you can also use to if you make another sentence. Like for example, if you say, let's say, what if you say we have to hurry up? That's fine, right?
Yes, sir.
That's fine, right? Why is it fine and not here? Because the preposition comes in place. There is no need for adding a preposition in this case. Okay. Whereas in this case, if I say my sentence was we need to hurry up, there's a different meaning to that sentence, right? Or we must hurry up is also fine. We should hurry up. Okay. Let's hurry up. Okay. So it just depends. Prepositions are used when it's necessary, or adverbs or connectors are used when it is necessary. Here in this case, it's not necessary to add the connector. Okay, that's why. The word itself conveys the meaning in its entirety. That's why. That's correct. I'm sorry, you had a question about the previous slide here?
No, sir, I got it. मेरा यही क्वेश्चन था टू के बारे में पूछना था वो मैंने गलत आंसर पुट किया तो समझ आ गया.
Okay, no problem. ठीक है. Prepositions का वही है रूल कि आप एक बार सेंटेंस पढ़ेंगे तो आपको समझेगा. मैं पढ़ूं you need not to hurry, वो just does not sound right as well. There's a sentence on the chat. It says, no need to go there. Is it a correct sentence? It's correct. It's fine. There's no need to go there, to go somewhere. It's fine. It's a correct sentence. Yes, someone who's not participated, please answer the next one. I can see some names who haven't had the opportunity to answer. Please answer. If there's any difficulty in mute, unmute, please message me or please ask me. I will unmute from my end. Yes, guys, anyone? Before the timer runs out.
You needn't worry. We all are safe.
Needn't worry. See again here, you need not to worry. You needn't worry, we all are safe. Okay.
Fourth one नहीं होगा सर.
जी आपकी आवाज कट रही है.
Yeah, third one.
वही I just explained. वो to worry की जरूरत नहीं है यहाँ. There is no. आपकी आवाज कट रही है. Prepositions जो है वो बेसिकली दो वर्ड्स के बीच या फ्रेजेस के बीच एक रिलेशनशिप दिखाते हैं, राइट? यहाँ पे उसकी जरूरत नहीं है. You needn't worry is sufficient to understand. There's no need to use the preposition to here in this case.
Sir, is this sentence is right? You do not need worry. Yeah, you do not need to worry.
Yeah, you need not worry.
We can't use do.
You do not need to. You can just say you don't need to worry about it. Simple sentence.
Worry
Yeah.
about.
You don't need to. You don't need to worry. That's what you mean, right?
Yeah, sir. So
That's
is it
fine.
right sentence?
That's fine. That's fine. You don't need to worry about it.
Means when we put do, then we can put to.
So here, when you use to, okay, when you use to, what are you indicating here?
You don't need to worry. It's also define the same meaning.
Okay, like for example, if I say, he asked me to come home, what is the meaning here? Or he asked her to come, basically. Okay. What is the meaning here?
He asked to come home.
No, he asked to come, basically.
He
Let's say.
asked to come. उसने आने को कहा.
Yeah. Okay. Basically, that is the meaning here. So the missing verb here in this case is to come, right? Come home or wherever, but it's understood. Okay. Or for example, if you use a sentence like I was, or he was, let's say he was walking down to the shop. What does this mean?
वह दुकान की तरफ जा रहा था.
Indicates movement from one place to the other, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you see, the necessity of a connector is when you need to show a relationship between two words or phrases in a sentence. Here, there is no need to use the preposition, because the moment you say you need not worry, it is understood what are you talking about. You don't have to worry is a different thing here. Okay, you don't have to worry. In that case, the connector is necessary. If you say you don't worry, that is an incomplete sentence, right? So don't you worry or don't worry about it, fine, complete sentence. But your sentence was you don't have to worry.
No, sir, you do not need to worry.
You do not need to worry. That is used because there the infinitive is necessary. Infinitive, you remember when we use to, and gerund is when we use ing form, right?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, so that's the difference. Here, the infinitive is necessary here because it. I'll give you one more example here. Just give me a moment. Okay, let's look at some other examples, and I'll explain that why is not necessary. Okay, let's look at some more examples. I'll come back to that. Okay, yeah, let's look at some more examples. Can someone read the sentences, please?
Need आवश्यकता. जब हमें किसी चीज
Just read the English sentence.
Need आवश्यकता. You need a lot of patience to earn money.
Okay, thank you. That's fine. That's fine. Now, if you remove to, is it a grammatically complete sentence or no?
No, sir, it's wrong.
It's wrong, right? Why is it wrong?
Because if we omit to, then it doesn't make sense, sir.
Yeah. So infinitive is used. So it's to plus the base form of the verb. Okay. To worry, to walk, to talk, to cook. That's fine. But it also depends when do you use it. It depends on the context of the sentence. When you make a sentence like you need not worry, it's fine. Here, there is no necessity to use to. Why? Because it will complicate the meaning. You need not to worry. Why do you want to use a gerund? Why do you want to use an infinitive? There's no necessity here. You don't have to worry is a different matter. It's a different context altogether. You need not. You're already using not here. Okay. You're already using not here, which indicates that as an adverb, the adverb not is already used here. So you don't have to use another preposition or an adverb. To is also used as an adverb, by the way. So you don't have to use another adverb when one adverb or you don't have to use another preposition or adverb when one is already used in a sentence to convey the meaning. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you got it? Otherwise, it's incorrect. Okay. This is a good example, okay? Okay, my sentence is, he would not say, okay? My sentence is, he would not say what the issue was. Okay. If I add, he would not to say what the issue was, is it correct?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Right? No, right? Why? Because you have already used not as an adverb in that sentence. So you remove to, makes complete sense. He would
Yeah.
not say what the issue was. So to avoid grammatical errors, you use when there is already an existing adverb which conveys the meaning in its totality. You don't complicate the sentence by adding another preposition or adverb. So just understand the meaning of the sentence, read it once or twice, you'll understand why something is necessary or why something is not. Right, great, let's continue. So someone, yes, you read the slide. So here the sentence is, you need a lot of patience to do what? To earn money. तुम्हें पैसे कमाने के लिए बहुत ही धैर्य की आवश्यकता है. ओके. नीड के बाद कोई क्रिया न हो तो need infinitive. Here again it explains the same thing that we were talking about. Let's start with the first one. It says need, आवश्यकता. जब हमें किसी चीज की आवश्यकता हो तो उसे need शब्द द्वारा दर्शाया जाता है. You need a lot of patience to earn money. तुम्हें पैसा कमाने के लिए बहुत ही धैर्य की आवश्यकता है. If there is no activity after need, you don't have to use to. To लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है. To सिर्फ इसलिए लगाते हैं क्योंकि need के बाद क्रिया का infinitive रूप आता है. You do not need to worry. Going back to your example, an activity is shown there. Hence, we use to as an infinitive. Here in the first example, there is need के बाद कोई क्रिया न हो तो to लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है. No activity after need, not, hence don't use to. Okay. I hope that clarifies. Again, same thing about infinitive. Let's continue. Yes, can someone else answer? We have other learners who haven't answered yet. Homi, Anup, Lakshmi, Sonam, Jyoti, Himanshu, I think you answered. Anandi. Yes, anyone who's not had the opportunity, please answer the next one.
I need a glass of water after dinner.
Very good. I need a glass of water after dinner.
Sir, I have selected second one, but because I don't know Hindi, so
No problem. That's okay. Your
grammatically
sentence
it is right, so I selected.
it's right. It's right. Even if you want to drink water before dinner, it's okay. We can't stop you. So it's right.
I also have the same problem, sir.
No problem. No problem. That's fine. That's fine. I need a glass of water after dinner. I need a glass of water before dinner. That's fine. The choice is yours. just because there's a Hindi translation, that's why it's the third one. Otherwise, your sentence is grammatically fine. Okay. So we all agree, I need a glass of water after dinner. So probably we'll go by the logic in terms of English as well. Generally, we'd avoid drinking water before dinner. So we'll stick to the logical conclusion after dinner. Okay. Let's move to the next one. Yes. Next person, someone who's not answered.
Do they need to attend all the functions?
See, there's an activity here, hence the infinitive. Do they need to attend all the functions?
Actually,
Sir.
what can be the circumstances that we can say to someone like like this? Do they need to attend all the functions?
So, for example, let's say you are representing someone or a group of individuals, or let's say you have an office outing or a business trip, for example, or a function, basically a celebration. You're just asking someone, do they need to attend all the functions? Basically it means that do they have to participate? Is participating mandatory in all the functions? Guys, there's some sound in the background. I request you all to please be on mute. Thank you. Yes. So the question basically means that क्या उन्हें सभी समारोह में उपस्थित होने की आवश्यकता है? It basically talks about, is it necessary for you to attend, or for them to attend all the functions, or to be a part of all the functions? Okay.
Sir.
You're asking on someone's behalf. Okay. Yes.
What will be the negative sentence of this? They need not attend.
Then that's a sentence. Then that's a sentence.
Negative sentence, or they do not need to attend all the functions.
No, this is a question. This is a question.
Yeah, I know this is a question, but when we convert this statement into negative sentence, then what will be the sentence?
Do they need not attend all the functions? Yeah, that's what you mean, right?
मैं हिंदी में बोल सकता हूँ। मतलब जैसे यहाँ पे क्या उन्हें सभी समारोह में उपस्थित होना आवश्यक है? अब मैं बोल रहा हूँ उन्हें सभी समारोह में उपस्थित होना आवश्यक नहीं है।
वो सेंटेंस हो गया ना फिर।
हाँ, वो सेंटेंस हो गया, तो फिर वो क्या होगा उसका?
वो सेंटेंस ही रह जाएगा। आप अगर किसी से पूछ रहे हैं yes or no आंसर, तो आप सिर्फ सवाल पूछेंगे, right? You will not you'll ask a question. Do they need to attend all the functions? My answer will be either yes or no, right? But if I am making a sentence, they need not attend all the functions, that is an answer. It's not a question.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
मतलब they need not attend all the functions. ये होगा.
ये आंसर है. Yes.
ये आंसर होगा.
ये आंसर. Yes. Or they have to attend all the functions, or they must attend all the functions. Whatever. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. They need to attend all the functions. That's also fine. Okay.
Yeah, I think he wanted to ask about using of to in case of negative sentence.
So using the, yes, I understood, but yes, but the sentence, then the moment you use it and change it, it becomes an answer in place of a question. But if you want to ask, do they need not attend all the functions? That's also fine, if that's what your question is. Do they need not attend all the functions? But then it does not make sense, right? You are asking a question using a negative. You might as well ask a question in a simple way, right? Whether yes or no. Why add not in that case, right? But you can still ask. It's not grammatically incorrect to ask someone, do they need not attend all the functions? But largely you use that for an answer, not for a question. Question is kept in a simple way. It's either a question is either an open-ended question or a closed-ended question, right? What type of a question is this, guys? Is this an open-ended question or a closed-ended question?
Closed-ended.
Okay, is this a closed-ended question or an open-ended question? Again, I ask.
Close-ended.
Closed-ended. Why?
Because it's a one-line answer.
Because it's yes and no.
Yes or no, yeah.
An open-ended question can have any answer. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So open-ended questions are the ones that cannot be answered with yes or no. For example, if I ask you about your educational background, so may I know your educational background, for example? Okay. And that is an open-ended question. It's not a closed-ended question. Can you join the company in a month's time? Closed-ended question, yes or no? Okay. So closed-ended versus open-ended. Okay. There's a sentence on the chat here which says, don't they need to attend all the functions? It's a correct sentence, good sentence. Don't they need to? That's a correct question. Yeah. Let's continue. I have to go, I have got to go. Got to का प्रयोग रोज की बातचीत में अक्सर किया जाता है. Have to का स्थान ले लेता है. Basically, I don't have to go, I haven't got to go. You largely avoid we don't generally make these kind of sentences. I haven't got to go. You just say I have to go or I don't have to go, right? Or I've got to go, right? So that is the sentence here. So basically it says got to का प्रयोग होता है. Have got to का स्थान ले लेता है. Have got to takes the place of have to. Please remember, have got to and have to means the same. Okay. Okay, well done, guys. So this was a rather short topic, but an interesting one nevertheless. So well done to all our learners who got most of the answers right. The ones who didn't, that's fine. We are all here to learn. It's perfectly fine. Anyone has any questions before I can just check in the meantime if I have some exercise, or anyone has any questions about the topic? Anything? Any general doubts? Anything? Please feel free to ask. If I don't have an answer, I'll get back to you.
Last slide. Have
Your voice is breaking, ma'am.
two is correct. Sir, have lost this sentence. Which one is correct?
Which one? I have to go and I've got to go. Both are correct.
Okay, sir.
Both are correct. Both show movement. Both mean the same. It's just that in the second one, have got to takes the place of have to. Okay. Guys, there are some requests on the chat asking me to speak in other languages. My apologies. I'm not comfortable or proficient with those languages. So I can speak, but it'll not make much sense. So I'd prefer to stick to Hindi and English. All right. So I'm sorry for that. There's some requests about asking me to speak in Telugu, Marathi, etc. I can speak Marathi, but I'm not sure how many of you will understand. So I'll prefer sticking to Hindi and English. Yeah. If you all have any questions, please feel free to ask. And I'm just going through the chat. If there are any questions on the chat, I'll be happy to answer those. No? Okay, let's see if I have an exercise here. Okay.
Yeah, hi, Homi here. So, could you just provide some examples of got to go?
I've got to play. He's got to reach the airport by 5 p.m. So he has to reach the airport, right? Or I've got to go. So got to basically means that you have to do something, right? That's the meaning. Simple. Okay. You've got to do something. You've got to do something about this situation, for example.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. You've got to do something. Okay, basically it just means you have to do something. Okay, you've got to do something. There's a question here. I have got to go. What tense is this, guys? I've got to go. What tense is this? Hello? Yeah. What tense is this?
I मतलब subject is
Present perfect tense.
Okay. One answer
subject
is
is telling in present, but he is talking about future.
that's fine, but there's no indication of any future movement, right? It's not using will, etc., right?
This is present simple.
Someone said present perfect. Someone said present simple. Why? Just explain your answers. Just want to see how do you all.
Because action is about current situation.
Okay. Okay.
This is not in past, so this is present one.
There's no past participle here, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. Good answer. So yes, you are right. It's in the simple present tense. I've got to go. There is no indication of any finished part. There's no finished part, right? So for example, if I say I have learned English, what tense is this?
Present
Perfect.
perfect.
Absolutely. I have to learn English.
Present tense.
Simple present tense, right? Yeah. That's the difference. The moment you use the past participle, learned, okay, that becomes a present perfect tense. The moment you don't, if you don't use any past participle, if there is no finished part of the action, please remember the perfect tenses are called perfect. Why? Because they indicate a perfectly finished part of a continuous action. Okay? That's the reason we call them perfect tenses. Okay? The only difference is when you use the perfect continuous, that's when you use have been learning. For example, I've been learning English. Okay? This becomes the present perfect continuous. Okay? I have been learning English. Okay? This becomes the present perfect continuous since September or whatever. So it's that's the difference. The time and the tenses are extremely important here. So good question. Good question. There are some requests about one class for active passive voice. I'd love to do that. And I'd admit that's one of the more challenging aspects of the English language, the active and passive. I've at times struggled at times with active passive voices for some sentences. It can get a little confusing because we are not used to that in our everyday lives. I find that topic very interesting. I will definitely put in a request to if we can have an active voice, passive voice session. Okay. I also personally love that topic.
Sir,
Yes.
have to and ought to both are same, no, sir?
See, again, ought to also indicates an advice. Okay, it also indicates an advice. However, it's a stronger one. But if you want to use as an obligation, then might as well use must. You must. Yeah, that's the strongest point of obligation. You must do something. Okay, it's better to use that. Okay? If you are indicating an obligation.
Yes, sir, but we usually use have to only. Right.
See,
Ought to.
have is a verb. Okay, have is a verb. You use it as a verb, right? And when you use have to as a, you can say that. I mean, you can change it as I mentioned. It all depends on the context of the sentence. You can use have to and ought to. That's fine. As I mentioned, one sentence can have more than one modal verb. That's perfectly fine. It just depends on how strong is your conviction, whether you are giving someone an option or whether you are giving an advice, or whether you are stating something as an obligation. Okay, so that's the difference. That's the difference. You can use I have to, you ought to, that's fine, interchangeably, perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong in that.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. You have to follow the rules, right? When you say something like you have to follow the rules, something that is necessary, something that is required, right? When you say you ought to, probably advice, a strong advice, yeah, that's the slight difference. That's it. Let's see if I have an exercise here. Still have about 7-8 minutes before I share.
Sir,
Yeah, please go ahead. Any questions?
can you give some tips to improve our vocabulary, sir?
Vocabulary, the best. Good question. Yeah, good question. So this is something that I've shared earlier as well. Probably you are not a part of that session. So to improve vocabulary, the best practice that I can suggest is try to learn at least 3 new words every day or whenever you get time. Right? Try to learn 3 new words and try and make at least 3 different sentences using one word. So basically you will have like 9 sentences. Okay. 3 to 5 words ideally in a day. You can use either the dictionary or you can read English articles and come across words that, probably you've come across for the first time. Make a note of those words and make some sentences using those words. Learning any language, all 3 aspects are extremely important: listening, reading, writing. Okay. When you are in sync with all 3 aspects, then you can see a consistent improvement. The reason I say that is because from personal experience, when you read something, you come across new words. When you listen to something, when you hear something, you pay attention to something, you learn new words. You make a note of those words. You start using those words in your day-to-day conversations. Becomes a part of your vocabulary. And of course, when you write using those words, it helps you remember those words when you write sentences. So when you are in sync with all 3 aspects, that's the best way to practice. So my suggestion is either start reading articles that you like. It can be anything. It can be sports articles, travel magazines, travel articles, politics, whatever you like. Right. And avoid reading medical articles these days. They are repetitive. It's the same thing again and again. So try and read something that is a little more creative, something that is probably an investigative piece, something that is on travel, sports, etc. Or just take a dictionary and pick 3 or 4 words and make some sentences. That's the best way to improve your vocabulary. Okay. And write
It's
sentences.
very difficult to form sentence, sir.
That's the whole idea. That's the whole idea of sentence construction. That's the whole idea of learning new words and then writing sentences using those words so that you remember. The reason it's difficult is because we don't speak in English regularly, right? We don't converse in English regularly. That's the reason it's difficult. The moment you start speaking in English regularly, or any language for that matter, it becomes easy. Watch or watch some international material. Something these days it's easily available, right? So when you watch some English movies or series, etc., you'll come across a lot of words. Try and focus on the language, the diction, the vocabulary. You will come across new words which you can then look up on the internet or the dictionary and then inculcate or make them a part of your vocabulary. So yeah, you can be a little creative. Okay. I hope that answers your question. So try and get a little creative. Any other questions, guys? We're almost done with the topic, so I won't do any exercises. Anyone has any other questions about practicing anything, please feel free to ask. We have a couple of minutes.
Yeah, hi, homie here again.
Yes.
So, could you please specify use of having? Because, for example, I'm having some urgent work, or I have some urgent work. So
See,
people
having,
can use having also.
I am having dinner. What does this mean?
It's mean I'm doing dinner right now.
Having basically means consuming in this context, right?
Yeah.
Or he's having a horrible experience. Okay. So basically, it's an experience that you talk about. Okay. Having. Okay. So basically, when you talk about consuming something, when you talk about an experience, okay, right, that's when you use having. You won't say, I'm looking for some example. I am having work. That's incorrect. I have work, or I'm doing some work, right? I'm having work is incorrect. You don't use that as a gerund there. Why? Because it's incorrect. You can say I'm having dinner, it's fine, but I'm having work is incorrect. I have work, or I have to work. I have to work. So yeah, good example. I have to work. I'm having work. Well, what is correct here?
I have work. Oh, it's not correct. I think I'm having work is not correct, but I'm having some urgent work. People generally use this.
It's incorrect.
Okay.
I have some urgent work. It's fine. Use the base form. Don't. There's no need to. There's no need to you add the gerund there. ing की जरूरत नहीं है वहाँ. I have some urgent work. As simple as that. Simple present tense. Right. Having shows a movement, possession, or it shows a state of mind and experience. Right.
So, for example, we can use having in gerund only, like having reached my home, door was open.
Absolutely.
Right?
Having reached my home, the door was open. Yes, absolutely. Yes, that's correct. Gerund means ing. Infinitive means to. To have, I have to work. I have to work shows infinitive. To work, movement. Okay. Action. I have to work. I've got to work. Okay. Some similar sentences. Same meaning. I have to work. I've got to work. I am having work. Which one is correct? Again, I have to work. Okay. Or I am working. Don't say I am having work. If you want to use gerund in a continue, I am working is right. Okay. I'm working.
Or
I have work. I have some work. I am
Sir,
having
I
some
am
work.
working as a lecturer. This sentence is correct. I
I
am
work.
working as a lecturer.
I
This sentence
work.
is correct.
I am working. Again, that indicates that you are working there. I would say that I work as a lecturer. You are stating a fact, right? So stick to simple present tense. I work as a lecturer.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I work as a lecturer. I am working as a lecturer is not incorrect. Someone asks you, what are you working, or what work do you do? All right, what's your work? What's your profession? When someone asks you, what's your profession? You don't say I am working as a lecturer is not incorrect. However, I prefer to say I work as a lecturer at the university. Okay. You're stating a fact, simple present tense. Okay. There's no need of using the continuous. The moment you say I'm working indicates that you are working right now. It's a continuous ongoing activity. But there's no need to use the continuous tense when you are stating a simple fact, right? A simple present tense works. Do we say the sun is rising in the east or the sun rises in the east? What is a better way to convey?
The sun rises in the east.
Right? If I say the sun is rising in the east, is it going to rise in the west from tomorrow? No, right? So sun is rising in the east. When you want to indicate something that is ongoing, continuous, not necessarily a fact forever, then you use a continuous tense. Understand the meaning. So for example, he's working out, okay, at a gym or in a gym. That's fine. Okay, shows a continuous activity. But the sentence like the sun rises in the east or he works out at a gym, simple fact, something that happens regularly over a long period of time. Okay, so stick to the simple present tense. All right.
I need to learn English is correct, sir.
Yes, it's correct. I need to learn English. It's fine. Shows action, movement. Or I am learning English, or I need to learn English. It's fine. Two different meanings, of course, but I need to learn English. It's fine. I want to learn English. I need to learn English. Both are fine.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes, please go ahead. I was just answering someone. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. There's a sentence here that says, I'm working for the store. A better way to say is, I work at a store. I work for the store. Okay. Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, can
Last
you
question.
uses of could when we use could?
Could is used as possibility, past ability. When I was young or when I was 5, I could swim for a long period of time. As a past ability, I could do something in the past. Possibility. This incident could be true. That incident, that story could be true, for example. Possibility. Permission. Could I use your phone, please? Okay. Or may I use your phone? Both are right.
Present form and future for possibility as well.
Past ability.
Past and for you said now for possibility we also use could.
Yes, that's fine. That could be true. That could be true. It's correct. It's correct. Or request. Could you please tell me the way to the airport? Okay. All right. Okay. Well done, guys. Thank you so much for your valuable time. Thank you for asking questions. I'm quickly going to explain. So my name is Amit. Amit10 is what you use as a coupon code to avail a 10% discount to register as pro learners. For our non-pro learners who intend to register as pro learners, the benefits are immense. Get invited to live classes like our learners who were with me on Zoom. Practice. There are thousands of hours of amazing courses online on Hello English app. That's an incredible app. You can also download basic courses offline and practice without internet. And you can practice things like pronunciation, speed reading, intonation, etc. So please register as a pro learner. There are immense benefits involved. All right. Thank you so much for your valuable time. Have a great evening and enjoy your weekend, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Sylvie. Okay, let's start the class. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not sure if we should wait or start with the class. I guess let's wait then. Maybe we'll wait for 2 minutes for others to join in. Yeah, we have like quite a few slides to cover in this class, but it's okay. We'll manage. Let's just give it 2 more minutes.
Ma'am.
Yes, Siti.
Ma'am, yesterday at 7 p.m. class, we all confused or we can't conclude that is this sentence is passive or not.
No, by the end of it, I did figure out, right, that it wasn't a passive sentence. It was a state that we were talking about. उस स्थिति की बात हो रही थी, वो condition की बात हो रही थी. That wasn't an action word.
Okay, ma'am.
Also repeat all of like whatever you just asked me in English. Repeat that, because there were a few mistakes and I was surprised you are making those mistakes. वापस बोलो जैसे you tried speaking अभी.
Means I forgot, ma'am.
You said yesterday at 7 p.m. class. No, in the 7 p.m. class. 7 बजे वाली class में. Okay. Then you said something like all confused. You didn't say everybody was confused or all were confused. You missed the to be verb. And after that, you said if we can use what we can use, something like that you said. So again, this can should be could. What we could use, हम क्या use कर सकते थे. Okay, do you remember you said all of these things?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
Sorry, ma'am.
No, it's okay. Just like know your mistakes and don't repeat them. That's all. Okay, so I think now we can begin with our class. Santosh, can you read what's written in the slide? What is the topic for today?
Use of either, also, to, as well.
As well, correct. All right. As well. All right. Yes. Thank you, Santosh. So let's try to cover one by one where and how do we use all of these words. Either, neither, also, to, as well. I'm sure you all have come across all of these words and, like maybe you've heard somebody say it or you've read it somewhere. They are all very commonly used words in English language. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Okay, I want Bhavani. Bhavani, can you read out the first paragraph? Just the first paragraph.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
You can play either cricket or tennis. तुम या तो क्रिकेट खेल सकते हो या टेनिस. इधर का यूज वाक्यों में दिए गए दो विकल्पों से पहले किया जाता है और दोनों विकल्पों के बीच में और का प्रयोग होता है. Ask him to either wait or go away. उसे कहो या तो
stop. I asked you to only read the first paragraph. यहाँ पे इस slide में 2 paragraphs हैं, right? I only asked you to read the first one. Okay. So yeah, can anybody sum it up in English? What do we understand from the first paragraph, which is trying to explain the use of either to us? Either कब use होता है और कैसे use होता है? What are the rules? It is all there mentioned in what Bhavani just read. Yes, Homi?
It is for the selecting choice that either get this product or either get that one.
Correct. Yes, we normally use it when we are deciding, when we are selecting that
Something is going wrong.
Who else? Has anybody else? We haven't covered it fully yet. Yeah, I can't hear you. Something is being. Yes, Santosh?
Ma'am, your voice is not audible. Something is going wrong.
Okay, let me change my internet connection. Just give me 2 minutes. Maybe the internet is not so good right now. Okay, meanwhile, I want somebody. Himanshu, try to explain what did you understand from what's written, the use of either specifically.
इधर का यूज वाक्य में दिए गए दो विकल्पों से पहले किया जाता है और दोनों विकल्पों के बीच में और का प्रयोग होता है. If in the sentence there are the two things, then we use either, and between two sentences we will use or.
Between two sentences, are you sure about that?
No, ma'am. Between two sentence we use or. O-R.
Between
two
the options, that we
Yeah,
have,
ma'am. Yeah. Sorry.
not sentence.
Yeah,
Okay,
option.
just give me a
Word.
second. I'll change my mind. Yeah. Okay. Now you all can hear me. Now there should be no interruptions. It should be uninterrupted. Okay. Let me know if there is again a problem for any of you. All right. So yeah, one thing is that either is always only used when we have two options and we have to decide on which one of the two are we more interested in, which one of the two, दोनों में से कौन सा हमें चाहिए. Okay. And if we do not have a choice, if we do not really have a choice, that let's say you ask me, what ice cream flavor do you want, vanilla or strawberry, and my reply is either, then that means दोनों में से कोई भी, मेरी कोई choice नहीं है. Okay. And I can also ask my question this way, that what ice cream flavor do you want? Would you like, you can either have vanilla or strawberry. Okay. तुम या तो vanilla खा सकते हो या फिर strawberry. Okay. So now either will be used before I give out these two options, and the second either or, neither nor, they're mostly, like in many cases they're used together. All right. So now or will be used between the two options, vanilla or strawberry, and before I present both these options I will use either. Okay, that is what they're saying in the paragraph. All right. Khushi, will you like to read out the second paragraph here?
Ask him to either wait or go away. उसे कहो या तो इंतजार करे या चला जाए. यहाँ इंतजार करना और चले जाना दो विकल्प दिए गए हैं, इसलिए दोनों विकल्पों से पहले ईदर और बीच में और का प्रयोग किया जाता है.
Correct. All right. So again, this is something which we've already just covered, right? Before we are given the two options, we use either. And then between those two options, we use or. All right. So here my options are either I can wait or I can leave. Okay. या तो इंतजार करो या चले जाओ. Okay. So that is pretty much what is happening here also. All right.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Actually, I have a small doubt.
Yeah, sure.
Beginning of session, you said a sentence. You all have come across these words. So I imply what is the meaning of this sentence.
What do I mean by this sentence when I say that I'm sure you all have come across?
No, ma'am. I know what it implies. What it implies, I know. But I want to know exact Hindi translation.
Okay. Okay. Would anybody like to volunteer and translate this for Himanshu? This English sentence in Hindi that I'm sure you all must have come across these words before. इसका हिंदी में मतलब क्या है?
मैम आपने इन शब्दों को जरूर पढ़ा होगा या आपने इनके बारे में जरूर सुना ही होगा.
Not exactly. सुना ही होगा तो बिल्कुल ही मतलब नहीं है.
These are an implication. I know. But I want to know about
Yeah, I
exact
get
meaning.
it. I get what you're trying to say. That you get what it means, but you want to know exactly the meaning of each word that's been used. So when I say I'm sure you have come across it before, इसका सिर्फ मतलब ये है कि मैं श्योर हूँ कि आपका इन शब्दों से पहले भी सामना हुआ है. Okay, if you come across something, इसका मतलब है कि पहले भी वो चीज आपके सामने आई हुई है, पहले भी उस चीज से सामना हुआ है. Okay, that is all.
या कभी ना कभी इसको इंग्लिश में क्या कुछ वर्ड है इसके लिए?
कभी ना कभी.
Whenever तो अलग चीज हो गया.
So like let's say if there is a sentence, कभी ना कभी तो तुम्हें responsibility लेनी ही पड़ेगी. Okay. So try. So literal translations हमेशा possible नहीं है. Okay, Himanshu?
Ma'am, somewhere.
No.
Can't you?
No. कभी ना कभी तो जिम्मेदारी लेनी होगी. इसको let us all try इसको English में कैसे बोल सकते हैं? Anybody? I will tell you.
You will have to take responsibility sometime. No मैम, ये कभी ना कभी, ये गलत है, जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ गलत है.
हाँ, sometime नहीं होगा. Yes, Silly?
Someday
at
you
some
have
point of
to
time.
take your responsibility.
हाँ, ये हो सकता है.
Yes, Homi?
I was saying that at some point of time you need to take some responsibility.
Yes, Homi and Silly both are correct. Okay. So
Some point and somewhere.
at some point.
At
Yeah,
some
at
point,
some
yeah.
point मतलब कभी ना कभी. Exactly. Actually, at some point pretty much like most accurately translates कभी ना कभी, क्योंकि कभी at some point का मतलब भी यही होता है कि कभी किसी point पर आके तो तुम्हें जिम्मेदारी लेनी होगी. You will have to take some responsibility. कुछ जिम्मेदारी लेनी होगी. Or you can also say कि that you know someday का पर मतलब हो जाता है कि किसी दिन तो तुम्हें finally you will have to grow up and you will have to take responsibility of your actions. तुम्हें अपने जो तुम करते हो उसका रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी तुम्हें उसकी जिम्मेदारी लेनी होगी. अगर कुछ गलत किया है तो तुम मानना पड़ेगा that I did wrong, I did something wrong, I made a mistake. Okay, all of these. So someday or at some point is better actually in this case, but someday also pretty much conveys the same kind of meaning. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am, got it. Someday, or also we can use at some point.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. And thank
Okay,
you all
good.
of you.
Yeah, good job, Homi and Silly. All right, so this is pretty much understood, the use of either. Let's try an exercise based on it. So the first sentence that we have, it is in Hindi, and the sentence says, "Tum ya to Delhi ja sakte ho ya Mumbai." Now we have options which have its English translation. Which one of it is correct?
You can go to either Delhi, either Mumbai.
Okay, everybody on mute. Yes. All right, great. Shailendra, what is the correct answer here?
Second option, you can go to either Delhi or Mumbai.
You can go to either Delhi or Mumbai. Or we can also say you can either go to Delhi or Mumbai. Yeah, both will be correct. You can go to either Delhi or Mumbai. Yeah. Okay, next option. Next exercise. तुम या तो रविवार को आ सकते हो या सोमवार को. How will I say this in English? Okay. Lakshmi, what is the correct answer here? Can you read it out? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. You can come either on Sunday or Monday.
Correct. You can come either on Sunday or Monday. Correct. All right. Now we have a paragraph to read. Rupa, would you like to read?
Yes, ma'am.
Very
Either Neha or Sachin is helping with the decoration. या तो नेहा या तो सचिन सजावट में मदद करेगा या नेहा कहते क्योंकि
read that portion also, which
okay,
is
okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Either Neha or Sachin are helping.
हाँ, यहाँ either नेहा और सचिन are helping
नहीं कहते क्योंकि अंत में काम दोनों में से एक ही व्यक्ति कर रहा है, इसलिए एक वचन क्रिया आएगी.
Correct. What do you understand from this, Rupa? Can you tell me in English? What are they trying to say? Yes.
The singular ek vachan is singular, ma'am. The
Yes,
singular
correct.
verb, yeah.
Yes.
क्योंकि
Continue.
या क्योंकि अंत में काम दोनों में एक ही व्यक्ति ओके दैट मीन्स मैम दोनों मतलब नेहा एंड सचिन आर मतलब वन डूइंग अ वन वर्क बट इट्स अ सिंगुलर इसलिए एक वचन क्रिया आएगी
नहीं. Yes, homie.
Yes, basically in this sentence only one person is working.
Yes. Which is why?
Yeah, that's why basically is will be used. That is single person. Otherwise, plural will be used.
Yes. So we would have used the plural, okay, that either Neha or Sachin are helping. But R is wrong because we are not saying both of them are helping. We are saying dono mein se, between the two, one of them would help, right? So, because ultimately it is going to be either Neha helping or Sachin helping. So it will be one of the two, right? That is why my tense is going to be singular, all right? My verb is going to be singular. All right, it is going to be is. Either Neha or Sachin is helping with the decoration. They are not, both of them aren't helping. दोनों में से one of the two is helping. Okay. All right, let's look at the next sentence. मैं खुश हो जाऊंगा अगर मोहन या सोहन में से कोई एक विदेश चला जाए. How will I say this in English? Okay, Utkarsh, what is the answer here? Read it out.
I will be happy if either Mohan or Sohan goes our boat.
Abroad, correct. Very good. All right. Can anybody tell me what is the tense of this sentence? What tense is it? Yes, Santosh?
Future tense.
Simple print.
Simple present tense. It is not future tense. This is simple present tense. I mean, sure, what they are telling us that, agar wo chale jaye, that, but that is something which is their dream. It is more like something they wish to happen. It is not future tense. It will be future tense. Let's say if the person was saying that next year, Mohan or either Mohan or Sohan will be leaving for America or something like that. Okay, that is future tense because that sounds like something which is sure. It is going to happen next year. But here, this person is just sharing what they wish for. So it is just their plan or something they aspire for. Okay, so it is simple present tense only. Also, because what is my main verb here in the second part, especially? It is goes abroad.
Goes.
Yes. So actually, actually, this sentence has both the tenses. It's actually future and simple present also. Okay, because he's saying I will be happy. वो खुश तब होगा. So yeah, this is future tense, and then the second part is simple present tense. Yep. So yeah, you're not wrong actually. Okay, let's look at the next example. मैं French भी नहीं बोल सकता. Okay, so this sentence is a little different. Okay, there aren't any options in this sentence, but without options also we can use either, neither, nor, these words. Okay, so now the sentence is मैं French भी नहीं बोल सकता. How will I say this in English? Very good, silly. Okay, Himanshu, read out the correct answer.
Can't speak French either.
I can't speak French either. That means, तो भी का मतलब है, let's say this person also can't speak English. So with that, they will say that, I can't speak French either. मुझे इंग्लिश तो मैं नहीं ही बोल पाता और मैं फ्रेंच भी नहीं बोल पाता. Okay, it is like that. Like for example, let's say if I tell you that I am allergic to dairy products. Okay, dairy products मतलब जो भी दूध से चीजें बनी है उनकी मुझे allergy है. And then so like somebody asks you that would you like to have tea, coffee, and you tell them no, I have dairy, like I have an allergy. I'm allergic to dairy product. Okay, and then they say, okay, can I get you whatever? Can I get you coffee with soy milk? Okay, soy milk is जो सोया से बना होता है दूध. Okay, and then you reply to them, no, I can't have that either. मैं वो भी नहीं ले सकती. Okay, I can't have that either. Okay, so like that. जब कोई एक चीज पहले से ही मना हो गई है और फिर उसके साथ ये भी नहीं हो सकता, that is when we use either. Okay, now from either and all we move on to neither and nor. All right. Neelam, can you read out the slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Great.
Neither दोनों में से कोई भी नहीं. Neither का इस्तेमाल भी वाक्यों में दिए गए दो विकल्पों से पहले किया जाता है और दोनों विकल्पों के बीच में nor का प्रयोग होता है. Neither Ram nor Shyam is present today. ना राम और ना ही श्याम आज उपस्थित है. वाक्य में राम और श्याम में से कोई भी उपस्थित नहीं है, इसलिए neither nor का इस्तेमाल किया गया है.
Correct. Thank you. Okay, who would like to explain now? What are they telling us? Now, what do we understand in English? Yes, Siddhi, go ahead.
Ma'am, here they are saying that we use neither before two options given in a sentence, and we ought to use nor between the two options. We can't use or.
Yes. And what is the difference in either and neither? The main difference. Yeah.
Ma'am, the first difference is their meaning, and the second difference is we use both before the options, but between the options. In either we will use or, and in neither we will use an or. Nor.
Of course, that is there. Explain me the meaning part where you said the meanings of the two are different. What is the difference in their meanings?
Either means कोई भी, इन दोनों में से कोई भी.
Yes.
Neither means इन दोनों में से कोई भी नहीं.
Yes, exactly. So either is basically, neither is the exact opposite of either. So the negative form of either or is neither and nor. All right. So if let's say again the same example, what flavor ice cream do you want? You can either have vanilla or strawberry, and your reply is I don't want. You can either say I don't want either of the two. Okay, just a second, please. Nobody interrupt when I'm explaining something. And so now when you say I don't want either of the two, your sentence is negative. All right. So you can either say this or you can say I want neither. That means मुझे दोनों ही नहीं चाहिए. I want neither of these. मुझे दोनों में से ये दोनों ही नहीं चाहिए. Okay. Yes, Santosh. Now tell me, what were you saying?
I want to telling either we use in positive sentence and neither is used in negative sense. That
Yes, that is the main difference, right? Okay, let's look at the first exercise now. मैं ना तो आदमी से डरता हूँ ना ही जानवर से. Okay, how will we say this in English? Okay, Neelam, read out the answer, the correct answer here.
Third one, I fear neither man nor beast.
Okay. Yes, correct. I fear neither man nor beast. Fear matlab डरना, एंड यहाँ पे ये बंदा दोनों से ही नहीं डरता है. ओके, लेट्स लुक एट द नेक्स्ट एक्सरसाइज. ना तो आप ईमेल करते हो ना ही फोन. इसको कैसे बोलेंगे? Okay, Bhavani, read out the correct answer.
Then fourth option, ma'am. You neither email nor call.
Correct. You neither email nor call. All right, now we come to all right, yeah. Now we come to examples where we are not using either or, neither nor together. We are just using simply just using either standalone, or we are using neither, just like all by itself. Okay. I want Lakshmi, can you read out the slide?
Yeah, ma'am. Which one did you buy? Neither. Second, which one do you prefer? Either.
Oh, all right. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. You can't read Hindi. Sneha, can you read the Hindi parts in both the paragraphs? Yes.
यस यहाँ दोनों वस्तुओं में से हमने कोई भी नहीं खरीदी. अंतः
From the beginning, because she didn't read the Hindi translation of the sentences also. So start from the first paragraph, read the English part also, no problem.
Which one did you buy? Neither. तुमने कौन सा खरीदा? कोई भी नहीं. यहाँ दोनों वस्तुओं में से हमने कोई भी नहीं खरीदी. अंतः वाक्य नकारात्मक है, इसलिए neither का प्रयोग किया गया है. Which one do you prefer? Either. तुम्हें कौन सा ज्यादा पसंद है? कोई सा भी. यहाँ दोनों में से हमें कोई भी चीज चल जाएगी. अंतः वाक्य सकारात्मक है, इसलिए इधर इस्तेमाल हुआ है.
Correct. All right. So thanks, Neha. Also, this again is something which I've already tried explaining you all in this lesson, in our lesson today. Can anybody quickly tell me what are they telling us here in English? Sum it up, please. What do we understand from these examples?
Ma'am, neither and either. Neither represent a negative statement, and either present a positive statement. If we don't like anything what in front of us, then we use neither. And if we want something which is in front of us, then we use either.
If we want something, if
something,
we are,
if we
if
want
we are
both
fine
or
with both the options,
the option, then we put either.
Yes, and we don't have a specific choice. We don't have like we don't have any choice really, and both are fine. Both the options are fine for us. They work for us. Then we can say either is fine. I'm fine with either. Okay, like that. Also, let's say if there are 3 options and I ask you that, what ice cream flavor do you want? Chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry? Which one do you want? And let's say in here now, in may say like all these flavors are fine for you. So what will be your reply?
Either.
No, either is wrong. So here, even though they are saying that even when we have more than 2 options, we can use either and neither. But I don't prefer that. It is not right. There is another word which you can use. अगर मेरे को बोलना है कि इनमें से कोई भी चलेगा, तो इसको इंग्लिश में कैसे बोलेंगे? Yes, Rupa.
Either will do.
Either will do तब बोलेंगे जब सिर्फ 2 ऑप्शन हो. अभी मैंने 3 ऑप्शन दिए. I have given you 3 options. Yes, Silly?
Any.
Correct. We will say any works. any of the three or any flavor works. Okay, koi bhi chalega. All right, we use any. And now let's try to figure out the negative, option for it. Now let's say तुम्हें इन तीनों में से कोई भी नहीं चाहिए, तो इंग्लिश में इसको कैसे बोलेंगे?
None of them.
Yes, none of these. Okay, them nahi, them again makes it sound like वो कुछ दूर है ऑप्शन, बट अभी की बात हो रही है ना, so yeah. Correct. So none of these or any of them, any of these. Okay. All right. So first exercise, again, like the first exercise sentence. Shri Sharma ki beti ना, एक सेकंड, श्री शर्मा की बेटी गा सकती है और डांस भी कर सकती है. Okay, how will we say this in English? Shri in Hindi, like in Hindi, when we call somebody Shri, that in English is Mr. Okay, and Shrimati is Mrs. Okay, Homi, read out the correct answer, please.
Yes, this is Mr. Sharma's daughter can sing and dance as well.
Which option?
Third one.
Third one, correct. Mr. Sharma's daughter can sing and dance as well. Okay, so what do we understand from this? What is the meaning of as well, and where is it used? Homi, you can also answer if
as
you
well.
Yes.
Okay, so as well basically used because she is performing both the things, singing and dancing.
Okay. All right. Yes, Lakshmi, you also wanted to say something?
Yeah, ma'am. That answer only, ma'am. She knows both.
Okay. Right. Okay. Who else? Yes, Silly.
मैम ये कहना चाहते हैं कि जो शर्मा जी की बेटी है वो गाती तो है लेकिन साथ साथ डांस भी करती है. अच्छा, मीन्स डांस भी करती है, तो इसलिए हम एज वेल यूज करेंगे.
Pretty much, yes. Yes, Homi.
No.
Yes, Santosh, go ahead.
Yes, that's correct.
जब दो एक्शन एक साथ होते तब हम मैम सेकेंड एक्शन के लेने के पहले एज वेल का यूज करते हैं. सेकेंड एक्शन के बाद एज वेल का यूज.
सेकेंड एक्शन से पहले बोलते हैं हम as well?
नहीं, आफ्टर सेकेंड एक्शन.
Okay. And Santosh, next time, like I'm happy that you try to participate, but I want you to change this medium of participation. I want your reply next time to be in English and not Hindi. Okay, and this is for everyone.
Okay,
even if you're
best.
English, sorry.
Okay, I will try best.
Also,
next time.
Please do. All right, and yes, Santosh is correct. Okay, so we use as well. As well basically means in addition to. Okay, or like it's kind of like let's say you're placing an order at a restaurant and you let's say you've already given your order to the waiter and you ask the waiter for, let's say, a veg burger. Okay, and then you after a few minutes you realize you didn't place your order for a coffee which you also wanted. Okay, so you will call them back and you will tell them that I'm sorry, I missed a cup of cold coffee, can you get me that as well? Okay, kya wo bhi la doge? Okay, so as well is usually added at the end, and that is for usually something which you want with something, or like it is in addition to. With this, can I also do this, like this as well? All right, it is kind of like that. So here this person is not only a dancer, okay, but she's a singer as well. Okay, so in addition to being a dancer, she's also a singer. Okay,
Ma'am.
Yes.
And as well as
usually comes in the middle of the sentence. So try this, the same sentence which we just covered, that she's a She can sing and dance as well. Change the sentence using as well as. It's not difficult. It's very easy. The logic
Sarma's
is
daughter.
the same.
Sarma's daughter can sing as well as dance also.
As well as dance.
As
Also
well as
नहीं.
dance.
As well as ने already वो मतलब बता दिया. Repetition हो जाएगी अगर also दोबारा बोलोगे तो. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Mr.
मतलब
Sharma. Yes.
as well हमेशा लास्ट में आएगा और as well
हाँ.
as हम लोग बीच में लगा सकते हैं.
Yes. लगा नहीं सकते. वो बीच में ही लगता है.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, correct. Okay. Like I can also say I want a burger as well as a bag of chips for my lunch. Okay. But as well as थोड़ा बड़ा हो जाता है बोलने में, so nobody really says it. Okay. Like I want this as well as this. We can also just cut it short and be like I want this and that. I mean when I can simply just say and, I can use and, so मैं as well as क्यों बोलूंगी? Okay, it's kind of like that, but anyway, you should know the meaning. But I'm telling you, it's just like it's stretching the sentence when you can really cut it short and still say what you're trying to say. Okay. Yeah, I want Arvind. Can you try reading this out? What's written in the slide?
Yes, Mama. He has finished his work, so have I. उसने अपना काम खत्म कर दिया है, मैंने भी। यहाँ दूसरे व्यक्ति द्वारा सहमति दर्शाई जा रही है, इसलिए संरचना के अनुसार so have I का प्रयोग किया गया है.
Okay, yes, thank you, Arvind. All right, I know Hindi is not like your main language. Still, you tried. That's great. I know, I'm aware. Okay, Himanshu, we did this right, like today morning itself. I
Yeah,
want
ma'am.
you to sum it up now. What are they saying here?
Ma'am, first of all, it is a positive statement.
Yeah.
And if positive statement, we use so. And then all thing is followed by their helping verb.
Yes. So in this sentence, because we have has in the first part, he has finished his work. So my reply will also be, so have I. I have also finished my work. All right. And yes, that is basically how it was. It is. And so by when we begin a sentence with so have I, so this so means that I have also done it. Like it's the same for me. Okay. So it's kind of like if somebody says, let's say Sita has gone to a music concert. Sita एक music concert के लिए गई हुई है. Sita has gone to a music concert, and I want to say कि हाँ मेरे friends भी. Then what will be my reply? Yes, Shalendra?
No, ma'am.
Okay. But still try to think. So the sentence is Sita has gone to a music concert, and to that I want to reply कि हाँ मेरे दोस्त भी गए हुए हैं वहीं पे. Yes, homie.
Yes, so this can be basically Sita has gone for music concert, so have my friends.
Correct. So have my friends. Yes, that's exactly the reply. Okay. So here again, you basically say, like you basically begin your sentence, you start them with so when your situation is also the same, or somebody else who is also doing the same thing, or like the same situation, they are also in the part of the same thing. All right, then. All right, let's look at our next exercise now. आप कहाँ से हैं?
Excuse me, I have one question here.
Sorry?
Yes, excuse me for interruption. So I have one question here. So what about the singular person instead of I or my friends? Like it will be used have only or has? So have. So have Ramesh or so has Ramesh something.
Has, of course it will be has. If it is a singular person, like I want to say, yes, my friend Ramesh has also gone to this concert, then I can simply just say, so has Ramesh. That Ramesh has also gone to a music concert. For singular, of course, it will be has and not have. Let's say now instead of like the example of my friends. Now that is plural, right? So you rightly used so have my friends.
Right.
Okay, yeah, that's the only difference. Yes, Lakshmi, you have something to say? Yes.
Ma'am, here can we use so do I instead of so have I? So do I.
No, we can't use so do I, and Himanshu will tell you why.
It's not a action verb.
Yes. So
If action verb, we will use do or did or does.
Okay,
And
okay.
it is a state. It is a condition.
Okay, yes. Can you give her an example? Where will we use, a response? Like where will we reply to somebody with "so do I"?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Santosh, try.
Yes, because in the first, the first sentence is present perfect, so answer will be in the same tense. That's why I use the same verb, helping verb.
Okay, I want somebody to give Lakshmi an example. To what sentence? What kind of a sentence will be replied with "so do I"? Who is that? Okay, wait, no, Himanshu, I want somebody else. Yes, Siri.
Raju did his homework. So do I.
क्या बोल रहे हो? No. Past tense reply will also be in past tense. Yes, Bhumi?
So I play cricket. So has Ramesh. So no, sorry, just one. So Ramesh plays cricket.
Yeah.
So do I.
Correct. Ramesh plays cricket, so do I. So here, Lakshmi, play is my main verb, right? That is why my reply, like now, if I am also somebody who is into cricket, who plays cricket, then my response will be that so do I. I also play cricket. Okay.
Okay,
So here
ma'am.
I
Yeah.
will use do. Okay, because it is a main verb, play. There is no helping verb. There is no is, am, are, was, were, has, have, all of those things. All right. Okay. So yeah, this part is done. Let's look at the next sentence. आप कहाँ से हैं? दिल्ली. मैं भी. How will I say this in English? Remember the to be verb, like a sentence which is in to be verb. To be verb is, am, are, was, were. The reply to those sentences will also be in to be verb only. Okay, keep that in mind. And of course, your to be verb is, am, are, was, were will change according to the pronoun, the subject, he, she, or whatever your subject is. Okay, Neelam, read out the answer, please.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, second one, where are you from? Delhi. So am.
So am I. मैं
So
भी
am.
दिल्ली से ही हूँ. Yes. Okay. So here the verb is are. Where are you from? Are, I know, is a to be form, right? So for myself also now I will use am, because we know with the pronoun I we always use am in its to be form, right? Okay, next example. वह मेरा भाई है, वह मेरा क्लास टीचर भी है. How will I say this in English? Okay, Silly, read out the answer.
Ma'am, option 4. He is my brother. He is also my class teacher.
Correct. He's also my class teacher. Are there any other ways of saying the same sentence? Yes.
May I?
Yes, please go ahead.
He is my brother. and my class teacher as well.
Very good. Correct. And my class teacher as well. Any other way? Yes, Shailendra?
Yes, ma'am. He is my brother as well as my teacher.
Very good. Actually, there are quite a few ways in which you can say this. Has anybody else got any other way?
Yeah, ma'am. He's my brother and also my class teacher.
Yeah, that's the answer here. That is the, and yeah, of course, okay, you're using and instead of also, as well as, what else can be used? Silly?
Can we use and with also?
Can we use what with also?
Like
And
someone said that he is my brother and also my class teacher.
yeah,
Can
that's
we use
perfectly
like
okay.
and
Yeah.
also?
Yeah,
Okay.
we totally can. I mean, yeah, you're right. We can also do away with also. I can simply say he is my brother and my class teacher. Actually, no, and also my class teacher will be better because that would specify that I'm talking about the same person who has two roles in my life. He is not just my brother, he is also my class teacher. Okay. So yeah, but what how else can we say the same thing?
मैम both लगा सकते हैं both.
Okay, try. Give me a sentence. लगा सकते हैं.
He is both my brother and class teacher.
Actually, try using both at the end. Okay, he is my class teacher. He is my brother and my class teacher, comma both.
Okay.
यही दोनों है. मेरा भाई भी है और ये मेरा class teacher भी है. Yes, Silly?
He is my brother along with my class teacher.
नहीं नहीं नहीं, इसका तो मतलब हो गया कि ये मेरे क्लास टीचर के साथ मेरा भाई है. नहीं, that is not conveying the correct meaning. Yes, Neha.
Teacher, he is my brother and my class teacher too.
Correct. Two is what I was looking for. Two also means the. Okay, it also like all these other words as well, and also two का भी यही मतलब होता है. Okay, so he is my brother and my class teacher too. ये मेरा भाई है और क्लास टीचर भी. Okay. All right, Sneha, read this out, please.
I haven't finished my work yet. I have not finished it either. मैं अभी तक मेरा काम समाप्त नहीं मैंने अभी तक मेरा काम समाप्त नहीं किया. मैंने भी यह खत्म नहीं किया. पहले वाक्य में हम क्रिया को नकार रहे हैं, इसलिए इधर आया है. I haven't finished my work yet. Neither nor have I. मैं अभी तक मेरा काम समाप्त नहीं किया है. मैंने भी नहीं. दूसरे वाक्य में क्रिया सकारात्मक है, इसलिए वाक्य को नकारने के लिए neither इस्तेमाल किया गया है.
Okay, yes. Thank you, Sneha. Can you tell me in one line what is being told here? Because this is something which we have already covered in our class today. I've already explained it to you. That there are two ways of responding to something. Especially when your response is in negative to that thing. Yes. Okay, anybody else? What are they telling us here? Yes, for me.
I haven't finished my work yet. Me too. Something like that it can be.
But that is an example. That is an example. I am asking what is the explanation part? Can one of you just quickly explain to me in one line? What do we understand from what was just read out to us?
We are in same condition. If you have not done, then I have also not done this.
Yeah. Okay. Silly?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I guess
Yes, Silly, continue.
this convey the first part of the slide convey the meaning that the verb is negative. That's why we are using either here. And in the second part, the verb is positive. That's why we are using neither here.
No, not really. The verb is negative in both this. I have to finish my work. I haven't finished my work. The sentence is the same. Yes, Humi.
One person basically has not completed his work, and also second person hasn't completed his work.
Yeah. There's more than that. So the only difference here is did I not explain to you all that there are two ways. So now let's say if somebody tells me that I didn't do my homework today, आज मैंने अपना homework नहीं किया and मेरे को बोलना है मैंने भी नहीं किया. Okay, so now there are two ways. I can either say they are telling me I didn't do my homework, okay, and I want to say मैंने भी नहीं किया. So now I can either say I haven't done it either, मैंने भी नहीं किया, or I can just so I haven't done it either. इसमें have not लगा के मेरा sentence negative हो रहा है. So I can either say it this way, or I can simply say neither have I. Khatam. Okay. मैंने भी नहीं किया है. Neither have I. Alright. Neither is a negative word in itself. Those who attended the 3 p.m. class, you all should know. We did cover this bit. Alright. Okay. This is all that they are explaining to us here. That we have two ways of saying the same thing. When we use either, then we have to use not, okay, to make the sentence negative. All right. And if we decide not to use either, then we can simply just use neither, which is a negative word in itself. All right. Okay. Okay, I want somebody to read this bit out. Santosh, please try reading what's written.
Okay. I don't like him. मैं उसे पसंद नहीं करती. I don't like him either. मैं भी उसे पसंद नहीं करती. दूसरे हिस्से में don't पहले ही नकारात्मक है, इसलिए इधर आया है. I don't like him. मैं उसे पसंद नहीं करती. Neither do I. मैं भी नहीं करती. यहाँ do सकारात्मक है, इसलिए नकारने के लिए neither आया है. इसे आप me neither मैं भी नहीं भी कर सकते हैं.
Correct. Okay, so this is just explaining the same thing which I just explained. Okay, now here also the same thing is happening. And the first reply is I don't like him either. I'm using either here because I'm using I do not. I'm adding not here to change my sentence to its negative form. Now, if I don't want to use not, I can simply also just say neither do I. All right, neither has done the job of not for me. Okay, because it is a negative word, just like not. Okay, so we can also say neither do I, or we can also say me neither. मुझे भी नहीं पसंद है. Okay, me neither. All right. I neither नहीं आएगा. Second form of pronoun आएगा. Me neither. Okay, but neither do I में I is my first person pronoun. All right. Okay, let's look at the next exercise. वह स्कूल नहीं गया, उसकी बहन भी नहीं गई. How will we say this in English? Quickly, we don't have a lot of time left now. Okay, Homi, read out the correct answer.
Yes, he didn't go to school. His sister didn't go either.
Yes, his sister didn't go either. Okay, either did his sister or his sister didn't go. All of these are incorrect. Okay, his sister didn't go neither is definitely incorrect because We can't have double negatives, right? Double negatives is a major no. I mean, it's definitely wrong. All right, next sentence. वह तैर नहीं सकता, मैं भी नहीं. Keep noticing these are all sentences in negative. Okay, Rupa, what is the correct answer here?
Ma'am, second one. He can't swim, neither can I.
Correct. He can't swim, neither can I. Now again, my verb here is can. In the first part also, I'm using can, so the reply will also be with can, the same tense, the same verb only. Okay, next. उसके पास
Ma'am?
गाड़ी है. Yes.
Ma'am, here, why can't we say he can't swim, either can't I?
Either can't I, no.
Means option third.
Try, the alignment, the framing of the words is incorrect. Either can't I nahi hoga. Uska, it will be the other way around.
I guess he can't swim, I can't either.
Yes. I can't
Okay, ma'am.
either would have been correct. Either can't I? No. Okay.
So, ma'am, it means neither we use in the beginning of the sentence and either at the end.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you
There
so
is
much,
no
ma'am.
rule. Yeah. There is no rule like that. But this is a great observation because that is how it's being used so far. So yeah, we can totally say that. Okay, next option. उसके पास गाड़ी है, मेरे पास भी है. Okay, Sneha, read out the correct answer, please.
He has a car, so do I.
Correct. He has a car, so do I. Here, the has that I'm using, it is not the has or have wala has. Okay. Here, has is being used as a main verb. That is why the reply is with do. All right. Next, fill in the blank. I requested both of them to help, but dash of them took it seriously. Okay. Silly, read out the answer, please.
Ma'am, option one, I requested both of them to help, but neither of them took it seriously.
Translate that.
मैंने दोनों से ही सहायता के लिए प्रार्थना की थी, लेकिन
प्रार्थना
दोनों में
नहीं, बस रिक्वेस्ट है. The प्रार्थना is prayer. Yes.
ओके मैम, रिक्वेस्ट की थी, लेकिन दोनों में से किसी ने भी उसे सीरियसली नहीं लिया.
Yes, correct. Okay, next. Neither you dash Ravi won the race. This is easy. Okay, Himanshu, read out the answer.
Neither you nor Ravi won the race. ना ही तुम ना ही रवि ने मैच रेस जीता, ना ही तुमने जीता.
Yeah. All right. Next, I am dash getting late. Okay. Lakshmi, read out the answer, please.
Yeah, ma'am. I am also getting late.
Yes, I am also getting late. Here, to is usually used at the end of the sentence. Similarly, as well, we know is used at the end of the sentence. Very doesn't fit here. Very does not make any sense. All right, next. He hasn't got money. I dash. Now, this sentence is in negative. Notice. Okay, I see. Okay, only Homi has given the correct response for this. Yes, Homi, your answer?
Yes, he hasn't got money. I haven't either.
I haven't either. Simple. उसके पास पैसे नहीं है, मेरे पास भी नहीं है. I haven't got any money with me either. Okay? मेरे पास भी कोई पैसे नहीं है. Alright. Yes. Sorry,
Slide number 23.
slide number what?
23.
23 slide. Yes. Tell me. Exactly. Yeah.
He hasn't got money.
Yeah.
Nor have I.
Yeah. Nor have I is also correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
ma'am. 17 slide.
Okay, you can just tell me, or do you not remember?
No, मैं समझ गया इसको. 17 में एक्चुअली थोड़ा काम आ गया था, मैं अटेंड नहीं कर पाया था लास्ट में. स्कूल में he didn't go to school. Yeah, got it.
Okay.
मुझे लग रहा था सेकंड सही होगा, लेकिन सेकंड सही नहीं है.
Yeah.
इधर होता या नॉर, सॉरी नीदर होता या नॉर आता, तब सही
Didn't go
होता.
to school. Neither did his sister. Yeah, neither nor would have been correct. Yep. Okay. Has anybody else got any doubts? Only doubts or questions. We don't really have time for that also now. Okay. Yes, homie.
One thing, in case of using either or neither, we have practiced for the 2 persons only. So what about if there are more than 2?
We have what?
For practicing either or neither nor, we have used 2 persons, right? Either or. So can we use more than 2
I don't
persons?
get you. I don't get you. What have they used?
So can we use more than 2 persons in case of either?
More than two? Okay, more than two options. No, we can't do that. I already explained you, and I explained you when we have more than two options, what do we use instead of either and neither? Okay, who can quickly tell Homie here? What do we use when we have more than two options?
In positive sentence we use any, in negative sentence we use none.
Yes, we use none in place of neither, and we use any in place of either. All right, that is all. Okay, I will. If any of you have any further doubts, just write them down. And I have 2 more classes with you. So now my first class with you all tomorrow is going to be at 10 a.m. So yeah, I'll see you all at 10. Bye bye everyone.